Morning.
Oh, hi, Kermit.
So Chad, did you see the footage of Eddie Fiola going down onto his head from the
No,
ledge
I
ramp?
have not. I have not. No.
Would you like to?
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that you offer, sure. I'm up for a good offer. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
it was a pretty solid lawn dart.
There we go. But pay attention to the soundtrack because I think there's something coincidental going on.
You over-rotated.
Damn, you guys. Damn it.
What's
Oh.
up? Hey,
So you,
Kevin Martin.
Ray,
My
what is going?
goodness. Thank God Kevin Martin's here. Hi, everybody else. I just got excited because I haven't seen Kevin in a long time.
damn.
So,
Yeah, Kevin.
so Kevin, your tour dates were announced.
I saw
That's
that.
why I'm here.
I
I
saw
wanna
I
that.
want to know everything.
I want to hear everything Kevin knows about the 24 today tour.
I'm already coordinating with leftover groupies
Yes.
Whoa.
in those areas. I have a map at home that I've pinned on my walls. Like, you know,
bust
some of
up
them are
Rolodex.
on dialysis now, so it's a little embarrassing. But we're gonna work our way backward.
He still has his Rolodex from 1985.
My black
Yeah,
book.
Yeah.
Can you please do that? Can all of you guys call all of the girls? But are you gonna get their parents' numbers?
No, the parents are dead. Come on. I mean, let's be honest. 45 years later.
45 years.
All
Oh,
Okay, so you're gonna be flown there. Where are the ramps coming from?
Okay, Joe, these are some details I don't have. I'm only
No.
I'm not
that's
quite
what the tour poster should say.
I'm not quite
Here's the man.
talent, so I'm not privy to those sort of details. I'm more of a fly-in for the hype. I'm a hype man. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're the flavor of the tour. Dave, where are the
100%.
So first off, Dave, is Eddie okay, and do you have eyes on Eddie?
Yeah, I just talked with Eddie and he's doing great. He hung on too tight and basically wanted to stick the trick because he was in the middle of the show and he went off the wedge ramp. So he took a pretty good digger, like slammed his face, shoulder, and hand.
Bummer.
I didn't see it. but I see the results, and it was pretty significant.
Okay, next question. Where are the ramps coming from for the show? We want to hear every single detail about the tour.
Please
So
say what show.
of the tour or the ramps that were here today or this
The ramps that you're going to use on the tour.
all combination of suppliers. We've got in Seattle. In Seattle. You want me
Dave,
to
are
answer?
are you Alaska fishing right now? What is happening with you? Your look.
Yeah.
He's at Salmon Fest.
This is I'm at Santa Fest. What do you mean? I'm out here I'm out here climbing mountains.
Okay, you look like a clam fisherman or a crabber.
A clam fisherman.
Deadliest catch.
Looks like he's been living in his van for a couple years now.
Down by the river.
Down by the river. Yeah, so
Got
the
that
ramps are
block-
being built per show, to answer your question, Joe.
Whoa.
As needed, we'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but
Should
no,
really
we're-
have
I mean,
video on this call.
that's really a big part of the overall performance. Is it's got to have a wedge and a good quarter. Oh, there's a guy coming up here, chairman of the board. We could actually get him on. You're not a spring chicken,
The real
but you
chairman?
got your Pepsi.
That's fucking Martin, dude.
Oh, this is Large Ray and Joe.
Don't tell him I'm on.
Yeah, I think so.
I recognize his voice.
Oh my gosh, it's
Is that Martin Apparillo?
No, I see
Martin
Joe right there, but I
Apparillo.
don't see Large Ray on the other side.
Large Ray, say something.
Martin Apparillo. I haven't seen you since 1989.
Oh,
I'm
what
gonna
are you
see you-
doing?
I'm gonna see you, I believe, soon at a certain event. Are you going to
Yeah.
any type of East Coast event in June?
I got a bone to pick with you because you got us kicked out of the hotel. I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget.
Let's hear about it real quick.
I won't.
Yeah,
won't
tell
go
us
any
about it.
further.
where were you when you
You
noticed
and
something
Dennis
wasn't
McCoy.
working?
And all those guys are trouble.
Yeah, Dennis McCoy, I believe, but I didn't do anything.
No, anyway, I'm just kidding. I love you guys, man. How you doing?
Good. Are you gonna be where are you gonna be on June 1st? Are you going anywhere?
Why? What are you talking about? What's going on?
What hotel?
I'm just want to know if you're going somewhere on June 1st. There was a rumor you were gonna be somewhere.
I don't
No?
have anything scheduled for that.
Okay,
far as
I
I
thought you were
know.
ging to be at the Buckeye Bike Show by chance.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about that, but I don't know. But yeah, they send me like a message, or someone sends me a message to invite me out there, but I don't know.
Well,
How's it-
Dave's
how
gonna
does it
invite
work?
you out
Yeah,
there
I do.
and get you out there. Dave, you can get
Oh.
him to go there, can't you? You got connections.
Well, I'll take June. So we're April, May, June.
It's June 1st.
It's a
Yeah.
possibility. We'll see.
If you had a
All right,
flight,
talk to
someone
Eddie
paid for
about
your
it.
flight, could you make it happen?
Well, how am I going to get my food and gas and all the other stuff that goes with it?
Oh,
Ray-
Eddie will
Dave's
pay
gonna-
for it all.
Ray, will you feed
Dave
him?
and
We
Eddie.
got-
Dave
Yeah,
and
we
Eddie
got
are
it. We
fine.
got it all handled. We got it
I don't-
all figured out.
Yeah, I don't stay in people's bedrooms anymore like Gary Pollock.
You can't sleep in the tub. Oh, that might have been the last time I saw you was when you were here in King of Prussia.
No, I'm in Gary's extra room over there, and it's 5 a.m. He wants to go out riding already. So I got my bed against the wall, and they pushed
That's
my
normal.
bed away from the wall. I closed the door. I said, "Come back in a couple hours." And then remember, Gary was riding around with the car at nighttime, throwing trash cans in the cars.
Yes.
You know that.
What?
You know
We
that
just
story.
basically Martin came in and just did our daily routine with us, and he's like, "Wait a minute, you guys get trash cans on a Friday night and throw them in the other cars?" We're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "All right, cool." And we were like 17. Martin was like 25. He was a grown up, So
Yeah. Well, I was grown up, but I wasn't grown up. But anyway, we were in Austin, Texas, and asked Gary about this story. We were in Austin, Texas, and Gary is he kicks a newspaper machine through a window on
Yeah.
the main street. And I just like, dude, and the guy pulls up on a truck next to us and goes, we know who you guys are. Dude, we had to bolt because Gary kicks a newspaper machine through a glass window. So
Gary's parents love these stories.
yeah, Gary, love Gary. I love Gary. Gary dearly, but that guy almost got me in trouble.
That's what he did. That was his job back in the day. Gary's mellowed out like you wouldn't believe
So
it.
you know.
Gary is like, you know, like saving burning houses or babies out of burning buildings and stuff now. He's like, you know, he's a family man, got a kid. Like he is the exact opposite of what he was when he was a kid. So
no, I love Gary. I understand we were all kids and we were being stupid and all that type of stuff. But I was the one that was over 18. He wasn't. So you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, I never thought of that.
This homeboy's gonna get me in trouble big time. I'm like,
Martin's gonna have to take the fall.
Anyway, tell him I said hi, and I just want to say hi to you guys. And it's a very real possibility. So we'll see.
They're recording you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
We'll
wanna make
see,
sure you
Martin.
prove
So
See you,
anyway,
buddy.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes.
I see Chad right there.
What's up?
Chad the Groot. He's here.
Yeah,
What
what's
up, dude?
happening?
What's
Hell
up?
yeah.
Nice. Ah, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here while I'm still safe. Bye, guys.
All right. See ya.
Joe.
Joe, we had Martin on the show.
There you go.
missed it.
It's all
We
better.
just
He could have some good memories. If we got him and Gary on, Martin
Dude.
remembers all that shit, dude.
Joe, I'm quitting the show. I'm out. See you later.
Oh,
We just had Martin on. I'm done.
Uh-oh.
Because-
Oh, I'm out. I think I'm out.
Oh man. So okay, so Kevin, tell
Yeah.
us, maybe if you don't have details, tell us about what the last 3 months were like in the project coordinate. Oh, Dave's been all right. So we want to
wait, I'm
understand
back.
some more details of the tour.
I'm back.
Let's just say it
Give
was
us more
tense.
details.
There was some expletives from time to time, but Dave kept the ship steady and kept us moving forward, and we were able to work through our differences. And now we have some dates, some ramps, and some hype coming.
That sounds so great. I am actually I feel a sense of pride that Dave has pulled this off. And I don't want to seem like I'm Dave's dad or anything, or like I'm his boss, but as a friend, it was really close to being like a promise that wouldn't work. And then
True.
he dug deep and he pulled it off. And I think
It's a big
that's
deal.
very admirable. And I want to give you props for this, Dave. And I see your grin. I see you're very happy, and you should be very stoked on what you've accomplished.
For sure. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Definitely.
Hey, Stoney, I was just complimenting Dave.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear. It was kind of loud. Thank you, Joe.
You want me to say it again?
It was so
Hear it again.
sincere.
Do it all over?
yeah, do it again. Okay, that was a practice one. Do another one.
Okay, this is
You're
gonna be
making it
really
a
good.
little
I think
more
I'm gonna do
sincere
this.
this time.
So
I gotta go
Dave,
word quieter.
Yeah,
I can't
make
hear.
this one sound more realistic this time.
Okay.
Make it
Okay,
sound
so
like you're
Dave-
not reading it off
Passion.
that paper.
Put some stink
Okay.
behind it.
Can you
Dave.
like
Can we put a little
make
music to
clear-
Dave,
I'll
when
put
you
the
first
Incredible Hulk
announced this
music to it.
tour,
Say hi.
when you first,
Hey, it's Johnny Johnson. How are you? Hey,
Amazing
Johnny.
DJ here.
I'm an old school racer, and Dave and I hung out.
He's a BMX historian that has every answer you ever need.
That was Andy Patterson, by the way. But hey,
let's
hey,
come up with
really
an
quick.
answer that
I
we
just
need.
want to tell you. I want to tell you something really quick about Dave Norrie and I. Back in summer of '85, I was just getting out of BMX, but I would ride down to Hamels, in San Diego, the freestyle, the place where everybody goes and does tricks and stuff. But I was a racer that had a handful of tricks in my bag, and I was going down there, and I would see this guy riding really, really aggressive. Nobody knew him probably except for me. And then about 4 months later, he gets picked up by Haro, and the world was his.
I think he's got the year wrong. I think it was 84. He says 85, but I was
Yeah.
on
First.
Yeah.
That would be a first.
That would be
Yeah,
first.
You don't make mistakes very often.
Yeah, but that being said, It's a real blessing to see him and to be around all this BMX freestyle and racing people, man.
Say Factor Freestyle. Woo!
Yeah.
Freestyle. See you guys later.
All right, see you, Johnny.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right, so Dave, it
Yeah.
was very harrowing as your friend and creative partner to watch you go through this. And there were moments when I thought, oh man, is Dave gonna crack? And I would say a little prayer for Dave. And when I saw that the dates were announced, I was so happy to see you accomplish the first part of your dream, which is to get booked.
I mean,
Yeah.
The first one was better.
Yeah,
First one was
without
better.
doubt. More passion.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
thank
like,
you,
I'm-
Joe.
that's why this is why I'm not on TV, like Ray's not
Yeah.
on TV.
Can we
scripted
get a
television.
third take, and can you maybe
Yeah, we should
tear up
probably do a
little
third
bit?
one.
Okay,
You
let me
can
get
wait till
into
later.
you. Hold on, you guys talk a little bit, and then I will interrupt when the spirit has
You
grabbed
need
me.
to think
So-
about something sad so you can cry.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. Here we go.
You
Dave.
need to have a little more. It has to flow a little more and a little more emotional, I think.
All right.
Like, you got to be like, Dave, I'm so proud of you.
Dave, I am
thought
proud
that
of
when
you.
I know you're proud of him, but you got to relay it in the emotion in your voice. We're all proud of Dave.
All right, so
You know?
Dave, here's the thing.
If you
Dave
can't
Norrie.
cry,
When
can
you,
you maybe like bite your bottom lip so it looks like you're trying not to cry?
it's
Yeah.
on its way. Here it comes.
Can you spray a little lemon juice in your eyes and get it going here? There you go. There you go. There you go.
Okay, so Dave, when we did that one show that got you really, really mad at me because it was about those guys who did that really disgusting stuff at that contest, and then you came out to my place and you stayed over and you said,
Wait,
"Look,
hold
Joe, it's
on,
got
hold
to be
on,
life
hold on,
coaching.
time out,
It's
time
got to
out.
be life coaching."
What was the disgusting thing that you're talking about? Because
I have to tell you. I have to tell you over text.
Yeah, you can't
will-
talk
you'll
about
have
it. Dave will
nightmares.
leave. Dave will leave.
You'll have
Dave will
nightmares.
I'll quit. I'll quit again.
You'll
Oh my
quit.
gosh,
But
it's that
but
serious.
you know both of these people, and it will blow your mind. It's a very open.
It's
urban
not even
legend
that good of a
you-
story, but anyway, it's not. It's not. It's really not.
It's no
It's really not
microwave.
that. It's no microwave story.
All right, so now, all right. So you came out and you said, "Look, it's got to be life coaching," and I was like, "Oh my gosh."
I thought it was a bit.
I was like, well, what am I going to do to make Dave proud of me? And so I decided to structure a religion based on the Stoke, which caused tremendous ridicule. But along the way, as Ron described how he learned things, I was taking notes. And when I heard about the Naked Gumby, I thought, this is it. This is the big thing that if Dave were to overcome that, it would change his entire life. And you said, look, that's not going to happen. And I was like, how else can I present a life-changing choice to my friend, if not for the Naked Gumby? And I wrote Ron a zine, and I was
This is
like,
a
I think the
different
Naked
thing now.
Yeah, and I was like,
You're
I
telling a
think-
different story now.
Hold on a second. It's gonna come around. It's gonna come around.
Oh, all right, okay.
He's trying to get emotional. He's trying to get into
And
character.
I'm trying to get emotional.
Oh, okay.
And so
I'm sorry.
I wrote this story to Ron, and I was like, look, Ron, I feel like it felt when you told me that you wrote to Elton John. And our friend Dave is facing a life change, and he refuses the Naked Gumby. But I got to ask you, I think that the Naked Gumby is a shamanic rite of passage. And when you said no to the Naked Gumby, I thought, is my friend never going to thrive when you said no to that? And I was terribly concerned.
I enjoy, just interrupt and I don't want to bust your flow, but I like how Andy's just doing some bike maintenance while all this is going on.
Getting switches on the lowrider.
This is a
simple green in his wheels.
So when I saw, I actually heard a rumor. I got a text from someone that said, clear your calendar for June 15th. And if you look at June 15th, it's a Saturday. And he said, be in New York on June 15th. And as fate would have it, I am already booked to be in New York that prior week. And I figured, hey, I'm going to take a helicopter to JFK, from Manhattan to JFK. I'm going to get a rental car and I'm going to drive to wherever the show is. Then I got another text. Well, wait a second. No, and then I got the actual flyer, and it was a completely different date. And I was immediately like, oh man, it's not going to happen. Then I realized, wait a second, these are actual dates. And I posted that thing everywhere that I could. But I saw it from, no, Rodney sent it to me. Rodney sent me the flyer with the dates. Vinny had just posted it.
Yeah,
And
that's where
I'll tell you, I thought to myself, man, my little buddy's doing it. He actually got it.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
And
Keep
so
going.
I'm really proud. I'm really proud to know. I can't even say that I'm proud of you. Like, I want to say that I'm proud of you, but it's beyond that. I think it's spectacular what you've done, because collectively, we on this phone call have busted your balls so hard because we wanted to see you do it. And we wanted to make sure that you weren't going to quit when it got too tough. And like good older brothers, we went hard to make you strong. And it gives me tremendous joy to see that you mustered the strength to make this happen.
You said we went hard to make you strong. That sounded a little weird.
Okay.
Not that kind of podcast.
Let me cut. We can let me I'll do that again.
Yeah.
We pushed so hard.
There you go.
On you. We pushed so hard on
Still
you.
a little weird.
And we okay, let me try this again. If you've ever seen rugby, they have these scrums where dudes will just mob the guy with the ball and push him back and push him back. We pushed on you so hard because we were trying to trigger your animal spirits. And there was a point where we didn't know. We were like, what's going to happen to our little buddy?
Let's hear Dave's report.
Thank you, Joe.
That
that woke up, and we're very, very happy to see that lion.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Can I just share that transformation? So it's about 50% accurate in the sense that I was being challenged by how this tour is going to pull together. Like, I just figuring out, what are we actually going to be able to do, and how are we going to make this happen? And once I stepped back, and it got to the point, Joe, where yes, you pushed me to the point where I was like, I can't see doing this. I literally was at that point. And then I just backed off and said, okay, whatever's going to happen. And I have to know my strength and what I do. And I think Kevin spoke into it earlier a little bit, where it's like, I'm kind of guiding the ship, but I don't really know where it's going to go. I have this idea that I have to let go. So it's a little bit of letting go and getting out of my own way, and not necessarily thinking exactly what this tour is going to be. And it's going to be amazing. I know it is. I've already seen the response from the comments. People are very excited. All the stops that we've scheduled, they are doing a really good job about how this is going to play out. And I think sometimes in life, that's what you have to do. You have to get out of your own way. because I was too caught up in. It even happened last night when I did the show, and like right at the final part, we all had our last runs.
And we lose connection right at the last run.
Very dramatic.
That was perfect.
Hey,
What happened?
so it was right in your last run.
And then you
were
cut
about
off.
to tell us the great wisdom. So let's
Amazing.
do another
Amazing.
take of
And
that.
yeah, and then Eddie crashed. I didn't get my final. I didn't do the whole show that I had planned for. And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay exactly how this tour is working out. It's gonna be amazing. All I need to focus on is what I know, and what I know is I like to go out and ride. I like to connect with people. I like to put them in funny spots on their bikes and take pictures, saying let's do a double Miami hopper, whatever it may be. Let me do a Vanna roll over your back. Whatever it is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay in my lane, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm super excited.
So Dave, you said that the ramps are going to be custom built for each stop on the tour. What happens to them after the show is over?
Bonfire.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really discussed that. Like Stefan is going to be doing a whole contest series or a whole contest, and I don't know if he'll do more stuff in the future. Seattle, I think they'll just be it will be actually a Radville ramp there, so that will probably just stay for the West Coast.
Okay.
So I think that they're just going to be ramps that will probably be stored maybe for future events.
Right on. So if these events are successful, which I think they're going to be, is this something that you're thinking about doing in maybe additional cities next year, or is this totally one and done, or we'll wait and see?
Back for more in 25.
We've signed a 20-year. We've signed a 20-year contract.
Yeah, I signed a 20-year contract. Hey, and you know what I was telling Chris Moeller, I said, because Chris Moeller was at the event last night, and he's like, I want to start doing Flatland. I go, that is my longevity plan, like getting more riders to be just Flatland riders. So I'm going to get both Brian and Ron to do Flatland shows when they're 80. That's my goal, because then we can keep going and they can fulfill their 20-year contract.
Oh
what do you
my
guys think?
gosh. I think that's fantastic. This can be, I mean, if you can teach Chris Mueller Flatland, that would be spectacular.
That would be pretty awesome.
I was last night. I was teaching him how to do a pedal spin with the coaster brake, and I think he's gonna do it. I'll talk to him again today and say, all right, you gotta dive in now, because Flatland takes some discipline and takes some time. But picture this. You know how well Brian used to do Flatland in the shows? He used to do bar rides, cherry pickers, hip whips. Like he killed it.
Yeah,
even if he had half his tricks. And Wilkerson obviously would do pedal pickers and decades out, like all the stuff that we do. We do Flatland shows. We can do that for the next 20 years. Why not? We don't even have to talk about ramps at that point. That's my.
You can have stunt doubles doing the ramps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Work out.
Okay. Okay.
So
cool.
So have you had a dream about frog bars? Yeah.
No, not is there anyone else that you want me to try to find? Because there's a lot of people here.
Where are you?
I'm in Temecula. Or
like Woodward?
No, it's the Dirty Fest.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely a lot of riders here. I was thinking about going to talk to Bob, but his booth is always so busy.
Oh, go talk to Bob. Go talk to Bob.
Oh yeah, go there right now.
Please go there right now. Oh my gosh, I was listening to his music video before like just as I started the show. It's
He's
so
actually
good.
he's riding today though. He's riding, so
Maybe he
I
should
didn't
learn
think Bob
Flatland.
Harrow ever. Yeah, you should teach
him
Bob Harrow Flatland.
Flatland.
Oh,
there's
look
Bob.
at
He's
that.
riding. He's not here. Oh, this is the horror booth. This is the wrong booth. He's not here anymore. I forgot. I went to the horror booth. That was just like my
Just
go-to.
instinctive.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine being
I'm
new
just
to
gonna catch it.
BMX and seeing the Harrow booth and then seeing the Bob Harrow booth? It makes no sense.
That would be very confusing.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, so Kevin, what was it like for you in the days leading up to the actual dates being announced? Hey, you're on mute.
So, you know, a lot of the
things were getting very tense, to be honest. And the last few conference calls was like hiding when your parents are fighting. Like that's kind of how it felt. But you know, like I said, through the dream, the vision,
I'm gonna
and the
photobomb you guys.
leadership
You're
of
gonna
Dave,
photobomb us.
he pulled us through and pulled the laces together. Everybody's shoulders dropped, and now we're ready.
Oh my goodness.
What's up,
Hey,
Bill?
that's Bill Allen.
Hey, how's it going, Bill?
Large Ray, Joe, Kevin Martin.
Hey, Bill.
Rodney, Andy.
Hey, Bill, did you see Eddie Fiola over rotate yesterday? And if so,
I heard
did you tell
about it.
him that he over rotated?
I was gonna do it, but I'm like, let my stunt double take over, and yeah.
Wise man, wise man.
So I just stayed home and made out with Lori. Different Lori.
Right, too.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so what do you think of the Dirty Fest? Is it dirty
We're having
enough
a
for
great
you?
time. It's actually well titled. Yeah, it's pretty dirty out here, but we're having a great time.
Right on.
Yeah.
Congratulations on Rad Day. Like, what did Rad end up on the charts? It ended
Number
up on
four. Number four
Yeah,
of all the AMCs.
It did really well, guys. So yeah,
awesome.
I think high tide raises all boats, and it really kind of helped focus people on the sport yet again. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the future, I think, that might come from that.
He is booked out for the next, you said 5 or 6 years, right?
That's right. Get me while I'm cheap. That's all I gotta say.
Nice.
Wow. So what's the are you advising Dave on how on the tour?
I am. I keep saying higher and quicker, and he doesn't do anything I say, but yeah. Doing the best I can.
Words of wisdom from Mr. Allen.
Fantastic.
So Bob,
Hey, does he know about Bob's music video? Has Bill Allen seen Bob's music video?
we can ask him. I have another question for you.
Oh, hey, Bill, have you seen Bob's music video?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, would
Crazy.
you like to?
Yeah, it's cool, dude. I was in Guadalajara with Bob last year, so yeah, we're all about
Right on.
Mexico and music.
Nice.
That's where they bought the scarves, I bet, in Guadalajara.
All right, guys.
All
Take
right.
care.
We'll see you, man.
What's up, Bill?
Thanks. All right.
Who was that?
So,
You look sleepy, Ray.
Bob's being recorded right now. So he's
Is Bob doing an interview?
yeah.
Oh, can you go behind Bob and
No,
remember
I'm not
when
doing it, Joe. I'm
Ron-
not doing it.
Remember when Ron did that thing
I'm not
at the
doing it.
velodrome
Yep.
where he was behind Blyther?
I'm
I
not
was
doing
standing right there when he did that too. I remember that.
Were you? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
it. This is what Bob is writing. This is what Bob is writing.
Just-
yeah.
Yo, get Bob's Casio and play hot cross buns while he's doing his interview. Teach him
what
a
am I doing?
lesson. You're gonna go steal his Casio. You know he brings his Casio with him in
Hey,
case
is there
somebody
a-
needs. and just break out hot cross buns. You can learn it in a second on the interweb. I don't think it has any words. It might have words.
Is there a microphone near there? Okay, tell us the story.
So I took someone walked by with a 26-inch master, and I'm like, hey, can I see that real quick? And I did a handstand, and with Bob in the background, and then they took a picture, and they said Bob, and they turned and looked, and Bob's got the best look on his face. Then I screenshot the photo, and I took it over to Bob, and I got a marker, and I handed him my phone. I said, Bob, excuse me, can I interrupt? Will you sign this photo? And he didn't know what to do. Because he's like, what am I doing? I'm like, you're signing my phone. He's like, I'm not signing your phone. I'm like, no, look at the picture. This is a great picture. It was classic.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a while. I think this is one of those, it's a YouTube, channel.
Is that the crew that he hired to interview him?
No. I'm not sure who this guy is. I'm trying to see what it says on his hat. Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Ray, what would you do in this situation?
I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't know really what the situation is. He's trying to find Bob Harrow. Just walk up to him, find him.
Bob's being interviewed.
There's nobody there that's more important than Dave wanting to talk to Bob. So they
oh
can,
my gosh.
Can press stop on their video while he asks him a question.
There would be. Wait a second. If you go up to Bob and just thank him and cry a little bit thank him for everything and tell him everything that you're grateful for.
We're on a call. I just want to get.
They will love that. Hey guys, we got an idea. Oh, hey John. Look, we got an idea. We think that Dave should go up.
What's up, John?
We think that Dave right now should go and thank Bob for everything while Bob is on camera. And we think this is a good idea.
Go to TikTok.
Hey, Sydney.
That's so funny. Is this like a meeting?
Yes.
It's a live, live feed.
Oh.
Is this a meeting? Are we talking business?
AFA.
It's a Mensa meeting.
I thought Bulges would have more to offer.
Thanks. I got that, Stoney.
Sure. I think it's as funny as I do that I'm like starting to tag you in Matt Hoffman posts asking if it's you.
And I wrote me. You wrote, is that you, Ray? And I said yes.
What is that, Dave?
Yeah, Ray, but then on one of Matt Hoffman's posts of him doing a big like no-handed air, I'm like, is that large Ray?
Okay. What was the response?
Look at that. I'll look into it.
Nothing so far.
Oh. I'll look for it.
I get it. I was going to do a Nori handstand, but he just finished it, so it's beautiful. Yeah, that was the first no I ever got, like in the history of me asking if I could do a trick on someone's bike. I never heard anyone say no.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's weird.
Well, you learn something then. You don't ask people, you just go up and do it. Problem solved.
That's what you should do with Bob in the interview right now. They're looking for, like, Bob is being interviewed and they're asking him, Bob, what have you accomplished? And he's saying how many people are grateful to him.
And then now they can have one live.
And now they can have one live.
Do it.
No, they're done. They're done with the interview. Now Bob's just giving them life lessons.
Oh, go thank Bob.
Get that Casio.
For what?
See if you can. Hey, look.
What am I thanking Bob for?
Tell him that. Go, Ray.
You're asking people if you can borrow their bike to do a handstand or whatever, a belly buster. Go up to Bob and say, "May I borrow your Casio?" and rock out to Hot Cross Buns and see if you can get a little crowd going.
Hey.
What are you waiting for, man? Dun, 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 dun.
How you done?
Dun,
Bob,
dun,
say
dun.
hi.
Who else is
Okay,
around, Dave?
this is Bob Harrow, the real deal.
Oh, it is.
Hey, what's up, Bob Harrow?
Bob Harrow.
All right, boys, take care.
Bob.
Thanks.
That was
They
it.
had all kinds of things, and I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't know what they wanted to do. Ray had
Oh,
all
I'll
kinds
tell
of
you.
things.
So, Bob, we heard that you were doing an interview.
What's up,
And
Bob?
we told Dave to walk up and tell you to thank you for everything you've done for him on video.
Thank you, Bob.
Would that have been great?
Yeah.
He did a lot of great things for me too. You know, he's still doing it. He's still out there carrying the torch.
I got a new shirt today.
Why does Bob look like a flea stack? What is it?
I look like a who?
Like
A flea stack from Land of the Lost.
I feel like one.
Come on, you guys. This is Bob Harrow.
Who's behind you?
I will honestly say, like, truly, thank you, Bob. Thank you so much.
Hey, right on.
Seriously.
Hey, we all help each other. You know.
Hey, Ray, who's behind you? Whose
crotch is behind you?
Oh, that was at my house when they were shooting the maid show. It's a stripper that came back on. She's on an FBM, and that's Mark Eaton filming it.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I thought that was your headrest for crotch. It looks like it. That's your head right in there.
Just to be clear, what Ray said was, "Oh, we were filming the maid show, and that's a stripper who followed me home."
Oh no, she didn't follow us. I put her in my car and drove her back. You could get a lot in Philly for $130.
Sounds like a good value.
It was.
Chad DeGroot is just like working as always, right?
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
Hey, Chad.
Kevin Martin, what's up?
What's up, Bob? Long time, buddy. How you been?
Kevin's just like on dude.
I'm good. Are you going on tour with these guys?
Yeah, you gonna come to Europe?
I hope so.
Come on.
Kevin,
we need you.
Kevin,
yeah.
All right.
We need you. You were my
July, right?
wingman last time.
Why Seattle?
Cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll be down. Are you on the mic?
I am on the mic.
All right. All right.
They say the New York one's going to be the best one.
Okay. Keep me
heard some
posted. I
rumors.
think the schedule is it all firm?
Yeah, five spots.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Europe, Bob. Be in Europe. I need you there.
These guys didn't believe we could do it. They're like,
What's that?
they didn't believe we can do it. These guys gave me so much crap, especially this one.
Hey, Bob, we trained him.
There's a lot
We
of
conditioned
stuff.
him. We conditioned him like Mickey had Rocky chase that chicken.
Yeah. Down to where I find guys, leave me alone. I gotta
Guys, is it the Eddie Fiola freestyle channel? Is it?
This is Eddie Fiola's
Joe-
Gary
Joe said
Pollock's
that
Factor
it's
Freestyle.
Yeah.
And it could be yours for the low price of like $4.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey Bob, would you
always for
agree to
sale.
buy the show?
$4.
Let's do it now. Let's do the deal right now.
Yeah, let's do the deal
$5
right
and it's
now.
Bob's show.
$4 and
$5.
30
buy the show.
Yep.
You should have time
$4.30.
sponsors. You know?
$4. Yeah. $4.30. It's yours.
Okay, Bob. I've got to do business.
I'm
So
out. Nice to see everybody.
Good to see you, Bob.
So did we get a yes that we
guys,
sold the show to
that's
Bob
not
Harrell?
the horror. I'm so embarrassed. That's not how you pitch Bob Harrow.
I know.
on,
We
did you
should
see
have
that?
offered him. We should have offered him a lease with an option to buy later.
Yeah, and anyhow, I want to go see the new
like a
Torker.
rent to own sort of thing.
So wait, he's not buying the show?
So he thinks.
He just
There's some.
he just bought 2
Yeah, he
weeks
just bought it.
So
just bought
I
the
overheard
show.
a conversation. He was talking to some motorhead guy that was talking about the Supercross, and how much is it to at the Supercross? And the guy's like, well, it used to be 10,000, but now you can't even do per Supercross. You have to buy the whole for $170. And Bob like, and then the guy said, yeah, and you set up a booth and you can't sell anything. And Bob's like, how do you make any money? And he's like, it's because just branding and getting exposure. But that's not something that I think Bob's going to be doing.
And he's gone.
Dave's
Oh,
out.
no. Dave was just revealing to us the secret of how to monetize our show, and his Wi-Fi dropped.
That's the second time he dropped us at a pivotal moment.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, it can't be.
Yeah,
Tell us again how to make all the money on this show that we just sold to Bob Harrow.
We didn't sell it to Bob Harrow. Don't start that now, Joe. He didn't buy it. He actually split when we talked about it.
Okay, I have to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would amend that.
Guys, my service is towed. I think I'm going to bow out. It's 43 minutes in. I'm going to go.
Okay.
Thanks,
See you, Dave.
Yeah, it's great seeing you, Dave.
Peace out, Dave.
See you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the support for making this Back for More in 24 happen.
Couldn't have done it without us.
Right. Okay, see you
Later,
guys.
Right.
Later.
That's pretty cool that I got to say hi to Bob Harrow.
Yeah.
I was just telling myself, don't say something stupid. Don't say something stupid.
Did I say something stupid? I didn't say
No,
anything
I
stupid.
was afraid I was.
Oh yeah. I just, I always just say the first thing that comes to mind,
I'm surprised
And
you
those
didn't call him RL.
Oh, that's usually better in person.
I wanted to ask him about releasing that song from Aggro Man that he did, Where the Boys Go, because it's catchy. It's really good. And he did it for Aggro Man, and that was the only way it was
I need to
released.
see Aggro Man again. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I forgot that was Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Ray.
think, and I've mentioned this before, but it just sticks in my brain that this is a great idea. I think Bob Harrow should be opening the Back in 24 shows, playing the soundtrack to the Harrow team video in its entirety.
That's a wonderful idea.
I know it is.
That's what we should pitch him.
Maybe that's what we should have led with.
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah.
can you help us brainstorm and rehearse and role play the Bob Harrow pitch for this?
Yes.
Okay, Rodney, go first. It doesn't matter how good or bad it is, you're going to do it 7
pretend I'm
times.
Bob. I don't have any sunglasses, but hold on. Let's see what I can do.
Do you have a red scarf or a keyboard?
Let's pretend I have a keyboard. I do have a keyboard.
Put it on
There you
like
go.
samba mode.
There you go.
Like
Put
I'm
a
just
Devo.
jamming. I'm just trying to put some tunes together with my boy.
Do you have a Devo helmet? One of those red Devo helmets nearby?
Not
Oh, like
man.
the pyramid-ish
Ah,
kinda.
This would be
Yeah.
close enough.
Kevin being Bob is great.
Firebox. Can you see that, or my spaceship?
No, you're. Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
see the firebox.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a Devo hat. But anyway, all right. So I'm Bob. Go.
He's Bob. Hit it.
Who's starting?
You.
You,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess. Well, yeah. Yeah.
So my idea is that we have these sorry, Ray. We have these 5 dates coming up in 2024. There needs to be an opening act to get the crowd super psyched for Brian and Ron and Dave. It needs to be Bob Harrow. Needs to be you, Bob, aka Kevin, playing the soundtrack to the 88 Harrow team video in its entirety live before the show.
I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but what I really need, to clarify and have some things sorted out is I have a rider. I just emailed it over. It's very particular. And if the rider can be met, that's the first step. That's when I move a little bit closer to
Can you read it to us real quick?
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
Yes,
wait,
it has.
That's crazy. I have a copy of it right here. I got a copy of it. If you want
I need a red Porsche with the BMX Pays license plate. Number one. I also like a 1981 Toyota pickup truck with a Sunrider pattern on it that's got to be lifted with a 12-inch lift and 40-inch tires on it. It's got to have bikes and old school BMX bikes in the back ready and a wedge ramp so we can jump the truck.
Right.
That's the start. That's the start.
Well, I think we just need to forward that over to Vinny.
There you go.
He'll take care of all that stuff.
All right. Well, if we can meet those little small things, and we can move to the next negotiating point.
Yeah, it's essentially we're talking a 30-minute show.
A 30-minute show.
Yeah.
I think
see
that's
my
how
way
long
playing, the Harrow team video was.
I could see my way playing. I'd do it for $25,000 per show. Per show.
It seems reasonable to me, but
yeah. I mean, and if you want to negotiate back, I negotiate all the way down to 24,000, but that's my bottom.
Okay.
I think Vinny would find that amenable.
Yeah, and that seems like an attractive deal, like a nice middle ground, a compromise for everyone involved.
Yeah, I think it's only fair. It's for the good of the game.
Yeah.
I like it. Good.
It might be cheaper to just get a Bob Harrow stunt double and just play that music in the background.
Wait.
That'd be a lot cheaper.
A Bob Harrow tribute band.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you could get one of those for probably $2,000 a show. You know what I mean? You just get some Casio's red scarves. Maybe what type of hair did he have back then? He had a little bit of a fro going back then.
Yeah.
You can put the sleeve stack goggles on, and then jam it out.
Mike Daly is rehearsing right now with his band, and they have these really big like foam hands, and the name of the band is Bob Harrow and the Overgrippers. And so maybe, I mean, it's really between those two acts. It's either the actual Bob Harrow or it's the bootleg Bob Harrow, and I hope that we can make the actual Bob Harrow work.
Okay. I like it.
How would you rate that? Like my pitch just there versus Rodney's pitch on a scale of 1 to 10 each.
I thought Rodney's pitch was more sincere. It seemed to come more from the heart, but yours is more professional.
Okay. So we got to take the best of both. Stoney, you want to?
Yeah, I do.
Stoney, go.
Stoney, give it a word.
All right, Bob. You need me more than I need you. All right. So let's just get this. All right, I got to start over.
I liked it.
You caught me off guard. All right.
Okay. Let's
all right,
do it
Bob.
again.
You need me way more than I need you. All right. So listen up. I need you to go get your little Casio. We're going to get you a little entrance curtain with some fog machines, and we're going to have you show up at the Harrow show, and you're not going to be the star. Okay. We have Ron Wilkerson, and everyone knows he's the star of the show. So we just need you to show up, buddy. You might get paid, you might not. Somebody will give you a hot dog and a handshake. That I can guarantee that. At least one, and probably a Diet Coke, but I can't promise it.
If you sprinkle in some pyro, I'm in.
Pyro, see? All right, Bob, thank you for doing business. I heard that you were difficult to deal with. I thought you were going to break my hand. I'm glad you didn't, and looking forward to working with you and making this happen.
Can't wait to be there.
All right, thanks
Very
a lot,
good.
Bob. I'll have my people get a hold of you, and then we'll sign everything that we need to.
Perfect. Send it right over.
All right, thanks, Bob.
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. I like
Ray,
that.
how would you do it? Oh yeah, let's talk about what we liked.
I like the hot dog and a handshake. That should be the name of the tour. Either that or that's the first adult movie that Kevin Martin was in back in the 80s. I think that's what it was called. Back when he moved to Laguna or wherever it was. Lahaina or wherever it was. Lucadia, yeah. He was working at the movie theater, but the rent at the Enchanted House was too high, so him and his friends had to start doing porn, and it was the first one they did was called Hot Dog and a Handshake. What was your porn name again? I forget what your porn name was. Is it Mr. Softy or what was it?
Ginger Fire.
Yeah, Ginger Fire. That's what it was.
This took a turn I was not expecting.
You started it with the hot dog and the handshake.
You're right. That's a wrestling thing because promoters are just like monsters, and they book you, and you show up, and sorry, buddy, the crowd was a little light. Have a hot dog, and that's how they pay people.
Have a hot dog,
right?
Like that. That's like real common in wrestling.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think it's pretty common in everything, like under a certain level, at a certain level, rather.
And it hurts. It hurts, especially if you drive a couple hours to get to the show, and no trans, no hotel, no nothing. And sorry, I'm a bitter veteran.
No, it's. I mean, I've known bands that have been paid. Each member got like $2.12 for the show. Like it's ridiculous.
That's pretty.
$2.12 because it was like, you're like, well, the door okay, this is all. There was a venue in Cincinnati where when you came in to see the band, they would be like, oh, what band are you here to see? And then they would put a little tick mark next to the band. So at the end of the night, they'd be like, well, 7 people came here to see you. So this is your cut of the door. You 5 guys, you have $11 to split between you.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
That's the entertainment business.
Yep.
Hey,
I think Corey Feldman played there.
I'm so glad that you said
Truly,
that because
truly,
the next
I'm not making a joke. I really think Corey Feldman played there.
The next thing on the list is the email I wrote to Corey Feldman's people asking him to be on to coach Dave, and they said pass for now.
Hey, wait a minute.
But just for now.
For now.
Do you think
he's a little busy with the pedophile interviews because of P. Diddy? I've seen him all over. So yeah, he's hot right now.
Oh, okay.
He is hot, yeah. Do you think the guy from Rad could get Corey Feldman to get on Factor Freestyle? Like, do we have enough connection with the Rad guy that he could go, Corey, I know these guys, and get him on for Todd's birthday?
Bill Allen writes us a letter of endorsement.
I would love to get Corey Feldman on. I mean, what could that dude possibly be doing? Have you seen? I mean,
like Kevin just said, he's really hot right now.
He is constantly touring too.
What could Corey Feldman possibly be doing? I mean, if you've watched any of his stuff,
dude's a hustler.
Yeah,
he's out like
when people watch his stuff, are they watching it like they're laughing at him, or are they watching it to be like I like him? Because the stuff's ridiculous, right?
I think
like he does all that dance, like he starts off with the Michael Jackson dancing stuff, and it's just like it just seems like he's making fun of either himself or somebody. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just too old to realize what it is.
It's so
I don't know.
Sincere though. I don't think it's a joke. I think he's really sincere.
But Michael Jackson was as extremely dialed dancer. And when you see someone doing Michael Jackson moves in front of a crowd and they're not that dialed, you realize how dialed Michael Jackson was.
All I'm saying is that it's sincere.
It's sincere. It's from the heart.
Yeah.
It's not professional, but it's from the heart. And that's what's coming through.
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
We should get Rodney to call up Corey Feldman and be like, or not even that. We'll send Rodney to his next show and get Rodney to do a face-to-face and be like, look, we would like to have a half hour of your time to be on this show because we have a few questions and we have a super fan, Todd. Wait, does Todd not talk to us anymore? Where's Todd?
He does talk to us. He just won't join on the show because he's simplifying all of his other commitments. But I still text with him. It's not like
I talked to him earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what was it like?
I still text him too.
Yep.
And he responds.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a BMX run-in this weekend that I'd like to share. I was in Texas for the Eclipse Fest, and the main headlining artist was DJ Lee Reynolds.
Yes.
Oh. Lee Reynolds is at the top of the DJ game right now. I spent 12 hours with Lee and his entourage, and I will tell you, Ray knows this to be true. I was the hype man and backstage hander outer of passes for Limp Bizkit at their biggest. The Lee Reynolds backstage scene, more impressive.
No.
More impressive. Yeah.
No.
Pure insanity, dude. Top of his game. I tapped out at 4:30 in the morning, and he was about to go do another set.
You gotta be kidding me.
He is killing it, dude. He is killing it.
Is he in Chicago? Does he live in Chicago now?
He lives in Chicago, and he is getting enormous offers like you can't even imagine the amount of money.
Next time he's playing anywhere on the East Coast, you and I are going. I don't care. I haven't seen Lee. Last time I saw Lee was when he beat me up in the parking lot in King of Prussia when you guys were here. Remember that? He pulled my cheeks apart.
Dude, he was handing me while he was DJing, he would turn around and hand me glasses of tequila and blunts the other night. And then turn around and go back. Dude.
I can't go. Never mind. I'm out.
It was insane, dude. I was jaw dropped. I'll send you one of the videos I took. Oh my God.
Listen. If find out his schedule and we'll go. He'll go. I mean, he'll let me in. He totally knows who I am. You know what I mean? Like me, you, and Eaton. Me, you, and Eaton will go.
I didn't know this because I was always like, what are all these people doing on the stage with these DJs? But what they do is they get on stage with their entourage. They point people out that they know in the crowd, and then their people bring them around back, and they're on stage. So I was on stage every time he spun, just dancing.
Look at that! You got it down.
Yeah, there you go.
You got it
I'm
down.
an EDM guy now, dude. I'm gonna get fucking.
You're in the band.
To buy new outfits and shit, dude. I'm ready.
Lee took his shopping.
I'm gonna get long flowing like hippie coats and sunglasses, like sparkly shit, dude. I am glitter on my face and shit, bro. I'm telling you, it was life changing.
Dude.
And cool. I told him too, I said, hey Lee, I said, I can retire right now. If you got a road gig, I'll fucking manage you.
Wow.
Holy shit, yeah.
Somebody's got to keep him alive.
Yeah. You'd be perfect. You could bring your paramedic stuff. You could keep, dose him up.
Yep, got him.
Give him that B12 shot before he goes out on stage.
I did it for Beck. I'll do it for him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dude, I'd go see him in a second. Me, you, and Eaton, dude. Come on, and we'll get Marvell to go. We'll all do it. Let's do it. We'll do 24 and more, and then Lee Reynolds.
DJ Lee.
I'm pumped up. Joe, I'm pumped up. I don't get pumped up for anything. Let's go, Joe.
Oh, it's happening.
I'm pumped up.
We
can get Joe out of Cleveland, Ohio there and get him to go do something other than get sushi and duck rice on a Friday. Come on, man.
Worth it.
That's crazy. So, what did you get a chance to like sit down and talk with him at all?
Oh yeah, no.
Busy?
We hung out for like 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's doing great. He's pretty healthy, and things are going really well. Somebody just offered to buy him out, which was an outrageous amount of money, and he turned it down.
Buy him out of what?
He's got a group of DJs that he's a part of that he started called Desert Heart.
Okay.
And they just do EDM festivals all over the world. But I mean, one weekend he's in Ibiza, the next weekend he's in, Texas, the next weekend he's in Spain, and then back to Bali, and he is just killing it. And he's got a group. There's 4 of them, and these guys. One of the guys in his group had a speech impediment, and he was really fucking wasted. And he had handlers that just walked him across the place because he was wandering around like a 3-year-old. I didn't even think this guy could walk. And the second he walked up on stage, there's tens of thousands of people. He put that headset on. He became someone else, and he owned that crowd instantly, dude. It was fucking insanity. It was really, really impressive to see. For sure.
Ray. How far is Long Pond, Pennsylvania from you?
It's right down the road. I don't know. Pennsylvania's not that big. I drove
August 9th.
last week.
August 9th.
Oh, really?
Woodlands outside of Pocono Raceway.
Oh, Pocono. That's in the Poconos. It's an hour for me. Hour and a half.
We're going.
Kevin. Kevin. Wait, Rodney, send that to me. You got my number. You got whatever. Send that to me right now.
Dude,
I don't got your
Ray,
number,
we're gonna get you an EDM outfit though.
I don't know what that means.
Well, don't you worry about it. I'll take care of it.
We should rehearse this.
Dude, if he's gonna be Pocono, that's right down the road.
Have you ever
Joe's
done
gonna make him
MDMA,
some shrimp rock rings, some shrimp rock earrings.
Kevin, the Poconos are in between my house and your house, basically.
You ever done ecstasy, Ray?
I'm not. I will be drinking coffee. That's it.
This is the time.
I'm high on life, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Rodney, I need this date, and then I need I guess I'm gonna need Lee Reynolds' number. I'm gonna have to call him up.
Well, I don't have his number, but
I got it.
Just tell him. The Plywood Hoods and King of Prussia crew are coming to see him, and we'd like him to pull out all the stops.
Okay, I will.
You have to document this, Ray.
Document it. You got. I mean, it's gonna be live. I'm gonna sell pay-per-view. Large Ray pay-per-view. I'm gonna walk around with a GoPro like a monkey in the forest.
Hire Bob's camera crew.
I just sent a video.
Bob Harrow's too small for this event, dude. What's this real stuff? This is real shit.
I just sent a video on the group text. I just sent a video. It's pretty good. I just sent a video on the group text.
Okay.
That I shot of Lee on stage from backstage.
Yeah. No, we're going, dude. I got to call Eaton right after this. He's down.
Dude, I had a 24-year-old girlfriend for the whole day. It was fucking amazing.
Oh.
Call the
wasn't one of those crew. Josh White Taiwanese, or what was it? What was the one? Where did Josh just come back from? Yeah, the Thai lady boy.
Wolf. Well, listen, you got a 50-50 shot over in Thailand. Very treacherous landscape there. I've been there.
Man.
Don't drink too much.
He's making a TV show, isn't he? He's like making a YouTube show over there.
Josh is?
That's the way I understood it.
Oh, no shit.
He's back. He's back and he sold his 26-inch bike.
No shit.
Yeah.
Large Ray becomes an EDM kid.
I gotta look. What's the EDM? You gotta tell me what it is, or else I'm not going.
Electronic dance music.
Electronic dance music.
It's like you know how you hate Flatland now? Imagine if raves took that same trajectory, and that's EDM.
I can't.
He's on SoundCloud and he's on Spotify.
All right, here we go.
I just see you doing
it's house music. It's just house
tickets.
Music. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at his picture. He looks like he's about 106.
Watch the video. I'm older than Lee. The road is hard.
August 9th. Oh no.
What?
I'm gonna
Oh no.
Joe, August 9th, you know where I'm gonna be?
Down the shore.
Down the shore, but I can I could go. Well, this is a Friday, I think. Is it?
Yeah, it's a Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
I'll just go to that, and then I'll just go back on Saturday and pick everybody up. All right, I'm good. I'm in. We're going.
Oh, dude, it'd be fucking great. It was good. It was a fucking fun time, and he would have us on stage, so it'd be even funnier.
Yeah, we're going. Joe, we're going. Joe, you're going too. You're gonna have to figure it out.
I'm gonna have to
I
figure
can't
it out.
divulge some of the stories on public forum, but they were
Sure you can.
Right.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I'm at work right now. I don't think some of those.
You'll be
I think I
fine.
can tell some of those stories.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, oh.
I'll resign.
Ray, this is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
I'll start sending you outfit suggestions.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw them all.
I need an outfit. I don't know.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
I'm more excited
assless
about
facts
dressing
and that
Ray.
sort of
You know what I'll do? I'll just wear. You know what I'm gonna do? The only thing I'll wear is an adult diaper, and that's it. I'll just walk
You'll probably get laid. Look. They love that shit.
Just
It's
an
like
adult
that
diaper.
Always Sunny
Yeah.
clip where it's baby time and they're in like diapers and like they have pacifiers and it's like yeah.
Wow.
We could do it.
Thinking maybe now I can't go. It seems like a lot of. I need a soft chair and a coffee machine, and I can watch it from afar.
What, Joe?
Maybe that's your outfit. It's just a lazy boy on wheels and a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
And then some glitter.
It's
They
August,
they would have
I'll
your
ice
chair
coffee.
up in the crowd, like if you're lazy boy coffee. They would do it.
This is a great idea.
And
This
just
is
throwing
You know what I'll do? I'll just show up in a wheelchair. I'll just show up in a wheelchair.
Like Rip Taylor.
Can I show up in a
At the
wheelchair?
end of the Gong Show.
Yes. Yes.
I knew you guys would get a kick out of that because it was quite fun.
That's cool.
So Kevin, you have been on tropical islands.
Yes.
And now you're going back on BMX tour and
Yes.
you're went on Lee Reynolds' EDM tour.
Yes.
That's a pretty spectacular life.
That is an epic life.
The last
And he
year
hasn't
or so
even
has been pretty good.
and he's not even close to being done his epic life. Remember that.
No, I could retire right now. In fact,
No,
I probably,
but I'm not talking about. Will you listen to me? Stop. I said he's talking about your life is epic, and then you're like, well, I'm retiring soon. That's when your life's starting, dude.
Oh,
when
no,
you
let me tell you
retire,
something.
that's when the nonsense is starting.
my job's getting in the way now. I've got to
Right, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
But I think I'm also dabbling with the idea of going back out on the road. So I might go back and do some stage managing, and retire from the fire department.
Oh, there you go. Can I pick the band?
I have the health insurance and the pension locked in now, so I can just go and collect and live. The only reason I'm still on the job now is because my parents are kind of like all of our parents, had a pretty needy. They're frail and they live right by me, so I help take care of them, and so I can't really completely unmoor. But yes, once I'm retired and I don't have any parents, it just pay close attention to my social media pages at that point.
Kevin, can you get hired by Corey Feldman?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
the end.
There it is.
That's the end.
Here's the question. Would you say Corey Feldman goes, hey, I'm going on like a 30-week tour all over the world and I need somebody. Are you there?
I could do it.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd do it. I would do it.
Oh,
also, and I know how to be discreet. I've been around famous people having some secret time, so I know how to keep it straight. I know how to keep one foot in the legal and 1 foot in the illegal. I walked the line.
Can you?
Ray, you witnessed it, Ray?
I've seen it. He stepped on stage at Live Aid. All the people gave, and the poor got paid. I was there.
I'm ready. I'm still single, so if I stay single, it's going to be pretty fun to watch.
You got to get that vasectomy, man. You got to get that vasectomy tonight.
Next Thursday, actually. I had it scheduled for
see that,
and then COVID hit, but
Joe's googling vasectomy right now. I don't know what it is.
I'm looking at buying some land in Brazil. I'm going to build a house down there and spend half my year down there.
My God, what a waste of time.
How would you interview? How would you interview for the Corey Feldman? Like, would you create a video and talk about your bona fides?
He would just learn the Michael Jackson dance.
Yeah.
Just
No,
I just wanted.
You know what? I would learn all of the lines that he had in the Lost Boys and repeat those in the interview. I think that'd be a good connection.
This next year is going to be so fantastic because Kevin's going to interview with Corey Feldman and he's going to win. And then he's going to be Corey Feldman's stage road manager.
Yeah.
And then Corey Feldman's going to be able to, I mean, we're going to have to call Bob back and say, look, Bob, it's either you or it's Corey Feldman. We don't know who we're going to go
No,
with.
if anything, it's now Kevin Martin's FactOrFreestyle.
He's the creative director now.
He is it.
I also talked to Lee about going on the road with him too, so that may be a thing too. We'll see.
Oh my God.
Because he's trying to move like 6 people around the world, and my background is moving 25 trucks worth of gear around the world, so I can handle a band, even the hard to manage ones. You just got to stay a little less fucked up than them, and you can make everything happen. It's got to be one guy. Although I did miss my connecting flight the other night in Fort Lauderdale because I was too stoned and I was at the wrong gate.
Oh, there you
occupational
go.
hazard.
Hey, everyone has a hiccup every once in a while.
Were you at gate 43?
No, I wasn't, but it was kind of funny because I got off the plane and I looked at the thing and I went and sat at the gate. I put my headphones on. I looked up. It said it was delayed. I was like, whatever. I don't give a shit. And then when I went to get on the plane, she goes, "No, this is a New York City flight. Your flight is at that gate, and it left 10 minutes ago." I was like, "All right, occupational hazard." I had no luggage because I have another life in Austin. I have a car and place and clothes, so I just fly with a key. So I just I stayed the night. I got a hotel and paid $200 for my mistake.
Damn.
Mistakes could be paid for and fixed.
What if we turn the show into a timeshare? So each person buys 2 weeks. They own it for 2 weeks out of the year, plus maintenance costs, and then we could do like maybe a month out of the year plus maintenance costs.
Andy pandemics.
I think it's fair. I'll dish. I'll dish. The future is bright. We're gonna have a great time. I'm looking forward to this Europe thing. Are any guys gonna try to come to that?
No, I'm New York, and that's it. New York. Wait, what am I gonna do in Europe? I don't even fit.
They have coffee in Europe.
Dude. Germany's super fun, and England will be really fun too. I'm going to England for Dom in June too, because I wrote I wrote a section about the British freestyle invasion of Leucadia back in the 80s, and so so I'm going to go over for that. But so yeah, just
watching Ray have cultural shock over in Europe would be the funniest thing ever. He's like, "What is it? What is this nonsense? Oh, what is this nonsense?"
Oh no, you would. It would be the money's different. The money's different. I love traveling.
Yeah. Ray would be just absolutely hysterical over in Europe or somewhere.
Nah, yeah. I don't really have a desire to leave.
And that's why it would be
really
King of Prussia.
Everything. I mean, we got the biggest mall in the world that's just pretty much abandoned right now, so you can just do everything right there. Right where they did the stand-up show. No, it's not closed. No, it's actually still like bustling pretty good, but they just keep saying with Amazon, it's like I haven't been I live here and I haven't been to that mall in 5 years. You know what I mean? Like people go
Malls
there
are pretty grim right now. The
Yeah.
last couple I've been to have been like, eh.
I mean, there's the Amazon deliveries in this area are unbelievable. Like there's like 40 trucks going up and down the main roads. Like every house just has stacks and stacks of Amazon shit. Nobody goes to the mall anymore.
No, not
I
at all.
read a thing the other day that was saying that like some malls are like suddenly seeing like an uptick. They're doing better because like for like the young, like the Gen Zers, like the people way younger than us, they're all about the instant gratification.
Huh.
So you can actually, you know, you can go there and I mean we have some that are dying. We have one mall here that's really well, doing very well, but most of them are dying slowly.
I don't like being around a lot of people that I don't know. Except the EDM festival. That's different.
Yeah,
That's
unless they're
different.
covered in glitter and syrup. It's, you know.
And syrup. Hey Chad, what's your take on glitter and syrup? Oh, he's got someone at the. Wow. All right.
I love how Chad just
Chad's
signs
conducting
on and then walks
business.
away.
There he is.
Yeah.
He-
The
he's
bathroom's
selling
over
the
here.
micro, like,
Yeah, the bathroom's back there. You can't use it because you're not a customer. No, seriously, you can't.
You
No, it's
buy-
right there. You can't use it because it's for customers only. Seriously, no.
Here, buy these grips and then you can use it.
Why do you take these grips into the bathroom with you?
Yeah.
So Ray, I think, I don't know if it was Rodney or Andy suggested myraycareer.com, or maybe it was Stony, which would be a destination for your vintage artifacts. So you can sell a bunch of autographed posters and stuff.
What are you talking about? What am I selling? I don't have anything.
You don't have anything left? Do you have?
I don't have any BMX stuff other than Gary's bike and my suicidal ripper. I don't have anything.
So do you have like some old shoes?
I don't have a sticker. I don't have no. I took everything to Buckeye.
Coffee cups? No. I
Nothing.
mean just like regular stuff in your life, not BMX stuff.
Oh yeah,
just
I
junk
got
in your house.
I got more. I could fill a mall full of the shit we have in our house.
If I sell it, will you ship it?
No,
With a
I'm not
signature?
going to the post office. I'm not going to the post office. I'm not even going to box
What
up.
about
What are you
Chris
talking
Wong?
about? What am I selling? What are you talking about?
So this idea was, we figured that, you know, Bill Allen with My Rad Career.
Oh god.
If we buy My Ray Career and somebody fat fingers,
Nobody will
then
want
they'll
any
go
of
to
it.
your.
Stony might buy something. That's about it. Maybe
Probably will.
Rodney.
I'd buy something.
And maybe Andy.
I think I'm gonna have to make it just
for these three.
Yeah.
Chad won't buy
Chad
nothing.
is so
He's too
dejected,
busy.
like, hey.
Actually, I'll
buy-
take two, one to open and one to save.
And what am I? What am I
Yes.
selling?
Yeah, what are you selling? What am I buying?
just junk around your house.
Signed, autographed. Here's a coffee
Yeah,
cup.
just go
signed
pull
by Ray.
something.
Here's a. Can't
Yeah.
really see what that is. No.
Yeah.
no. Can't see it. Can't see it.
Nothing too exciting.
Just sign junk.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Like dinner plates,
We got that.
Well,
I have an attic full of
flower
stuff.
pots.
An attic full of absolute junk. we have a dog we could sell, Flapjack. We could sell Flapjack. He's a 11-year-old diabetic coon dog that barks at leaves and that fall off the tree. I'd sell you that for actually I'll pay you to take that dog.
I mean, as intriguing as that sounds.
Yeah.
All right. So the next idea that we had was to have a courtroom drama show where you can be the judge and people will plead their case. And then whoever you decide, the other one gets to write a cease and desist letter for the.
I could do
behavior.
that. That'd be pretty good. So two people have a
like
trial and
Rainbow's
figure it out.
Court.
Like Raybo's court.
I'd be great at that because I'd be incredibly fair. Because it wouldn't take long to hear all their bullshit, and then you just tell them what's the deal.
All right, so let's play this.
Oh, boy.
Andy, imagine an argument that you had with someone, okay? A real argument, but now pretend that it's Rodney. And Rodney, Andy's going to accuse you of something, and then you're going to imagine that the person you're beefing with said that to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to say this is treading awful close to improv.
I
don't know how I feel about that.
Yes.
Okay.
But
all right.
But yeah, okay.
Andy, you're going to be the plaintiff. You've got a beef with the defendant here. Talk to us about why you were grieved, why your little feelings were hurt, and what you expect in retribution, and address the Honorable Raybo.
Yeah. Okay. I was at a contest and Rodney entered a class, my class, which he shouldn't have because he was too good for it. So he sandbagged and he won.
Dude, is that true?
Yep, it's true, but wasn't Rodney.
Rodney, now wait, you got my attention here.
How do you explain
Rodney,
yourself?
did you enter a contest knowing that you were going to beat everybody because your skill level was higher?
Yes.
Way to do it, dude. That's what I would have done. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Teach those people a lesson. What Rodney did was he's helping people because now those people that he beat have to step it up. They can be like, look, anyone
all year working harder.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep. It's all about teaching you a lesson. There you go.
Fair enough. So does Rodney send me the cease and desist?
Yeah, he sent you the cease and desist for you have to stop complaining.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Damn.
I'm done.
Right. Yeah, you gotta step it up. Did you do the mucus donut? I mean, come on, no one does the mucus donut. Shit.
I've retired the mucus donut.
What? Dude, that should have
so I actually did a mucus donut to Decade.
There you go.
So
yeah, you can do like mucus. You can do everything. You can do a mucus donut in and out of anything you want, man.
Yeah, I mean, I have it as a backup saver trick, like a fallback if I'm falling out of.
Well, you know what I'm going to do right now live. You know what I'm going to do right now live on the show. Joe, get your pen. You love this stuff. Andy, I am giving you the mucus donut. That is now your trick. You own the mucus donut. Yes, I've had it for 40 years, and I am giving you the mucus donut for real.
Whoa!
It is now your trick. You own the mucus donut. Look at that.
That's the greatest day of my life.
That's something you don't get every day.
Oh my goodness!
I think I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish it was a better trick, but you know what I mean. But because what it is, that's the only trick I invented and named. And then, boy getting run over by his own bike, but that was more just silly. But the mucus donut, yeah, the mucus donut was a real trick, and I banged it out in that contest. You know what I mean? And I think if anyone deserves to now have that trick, you know, it's kind of like how Dave stole the naval destroyer off that Palacio guy. You know what I mean? Dave kind of stole it, and that's Dave's trick now. You know what I mean? It's not that Palacio nitwit. So I think now it's time to hand Andy his own trick.
Wow.
You know? And you don't even have to ever do it again, but it's your trick, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The last time I've done might be that one on that video. Who knows?
Yeah.
What's the timestamp?
It was 4/22. It started.
Ray, I just want to thank you for everything that you've given me over the years. It means a lot. I'm now the owner of the mucus donut. I just want to thank you.
Kevin's crying now too. Look at Kevin. You got Kevin crying now. Kevin's crying. That's just glitter in his eyes. Never mind.
I mean, you know, yes, I recreated your flawless run and I had one touch at the AFA, but I recreated it at the AFA like 34 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy had a panic attack the night before, and you were
Holy
gonna
Christ, I did.
fake getting hurt.
Yeah.
Kevin, did you hear this?
No.
Okay, so Andy, tell me if I get this right. Andy works his tail off for months to recreate the run that Ray did at AFA flawlessly. Okay, but it was like Andy's first contest ever, and he flies Dave out to be his life coach and to talk to him all night and give him encouragement. Andy wakes up in the morning and he looks at himself in the bathroom mirror and he goes,
"Nope,
I know exactly how I'm going to fake an injury so that I don't have to ride today."
Oh,
and
let me tell it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Andy
so
was there.
Kevin, for the viewers that don't know me very well, I have really bad anxiety that I deal with. And so going to this contest, it was my first event, first thing. Dave actually stayed in my hotel room, and so I get to the pre-jams the day before and the practices, and all the big heavy hitters, Terry Adams and all those guys, Matt Wilhelm, start showing up, and they start just banging like these epic tricks, and I'm just sitting there like, I can't do this. Like, I trained my ass off, and I was nervous as hell even just getting there, and I'm just like, I can't do this. So by the end of the night, Ray shows up, and I'm sitting in my head plotting like how I'm gonna not ride the next day in the contest, and I was gonna pretend that I went to the hotel early, or like when we left dinner and stuff, and I was practicing out in the parking lot, and I rolled my ankle, and so I was gonna fake an injury the next day so I didn't have to ride.
All right.
And then Dave was staying in my hotel room, and he followed me to the hotel right after. So he knew that like I couldn't just bail on it. So then I just kind of let it simmer. And the next morning I'm stressed out, and I just hear Dave go, "Hey, Andy, are you ready?" And I'm just like, fuck, I guess I have to do this now. And so he's like, "All right, let's get up and start warming up." And so like it ended up being the greatest experience of my life, but like I was moments away from not having it happen because I was so scared and just so intimidated. And since then, like this show is the whole reason why that happened. And
how funny.
Yeah, and so Dave helped me through that, and yeah, it's been epic ever since. And actually, cool. I took first place overall last year for the beginner class for the AFA.
Oh, nice.
So I went from, doing large raise run, which was amazing because he was standing there, and I did the whole thing. Basically, I did every turn exactly how he did it. I actually recreated his eyeball helmet.
It was so good. It was so good.
Oh, I think I saw pictures of it.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh my gosh. I mean, imagine that. Imagine recreating the run of like a legendary figure
of the
years later. Uh-huh. Look at that thing.
So I recreated this.
Yeah, that's bad.
And I wore it during the run, even though Ray technically didn't wear the eyeball helmet. And if you look at it, as much as I could, I actually copied the pathways sort of similar to that. And yeah, so I wore that. And so it was an epic tribute to Ray's perfect run. And I'll just say I intentionally touched just so that I wouldn't outdo Ray's perfect run.
Oh my goodness. It's like those Persian rugs where you have one mistaken knot because
those
only God
lines
can
on
be
the eye,
perfect.
those lines in the eyeball are called subjunctival hemorrhage.
Yeah, so the subjunctival hemorrhages are exactly the way Ray painted them.
That's because he's looking at my bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. That's
Although I
actually
don't
Kevin's
know.
eyeball.
There's got to be
I
some sort of medical, like having your iris be pink. Like,
No, that's not good.
Like pink eye.
That's got to be something bad.
Pink.
That's leading to
Yeah,
directly to
so-
blindness.
So why the pink color?
Pink eye. Yeah, pink eye.
It makes just because it makes sense.
I was gonna make the whole. I was gonna do the whole helmet pink, but I didn't have enough paint. I went to the hobby shop, and when I bought the paint, they only had little tiny things, so I didn't have the helmet was white, and then I was gonna paint the whole helmet pink, and then it was the '80s, and then I was like, I don't have enough ink, or I don't have enough paint to do the whole helmet pink, so I just did the part, the iris pink, and then painted the red. And
Okay.
times were tough back then. I was a Burger King employee. I didn't have a lot of cash.
Yeah. To make this authentic, I actually had to fill in the holes because this is just a standard, helmet that usually has those perforations at the top.
Yeah.
So I actually had to fill in those holes and do like body work, like lowrider style body work to fill it in to make it look right. Otherwise, it would have been like through holes that just made it look wrong.
That's what made that. There was something about that helmet. I was like, why does that not look right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's because
Kevin,
Andy
the
Wonder-
amount of work. Go
That's
on.
I went
awesome.
through a lot of effort for that.
And it worked.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Look at you now, dude.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
And Kevin, I don't think we're on Instagram
Yeah.
or we're friends on Instagram, but I'll send you that video of me recreating his run. It's from a different angle,
All right,
but it's
hold on, let's see.
exactly the way he did it. And it's amazing.
I'm so not savvy to Instagram. What's your Instagram name?
Andy Pandemic.
Andy. Andy Pandemic. There you are. Follow.
Sweet.
888 followers, bro.
Nice.
Damn.
Legit.
Famous.
Get a few more now.
That's awesome.
right,
I'd have
you got-
1,000 if I didn't delete all the porn bots and other stuff. I block a lot of people.
You got
Yeah, I'm not that
what
great.
what
I'm
he's
not that
saying is he's trying to block the hose.
Yeah.
Trying to block the hose.
I
I'm
keep
not
those
great at
hoes-
The
Instagram.
fake
In
ones,
fact,
then.
people say to me like, I sent your request 2 years ago. I was like, sorry.
Hey, do you guys want to try another round with Kevin versus Stoney?
What
Like,
of
who
the
wants to be the
defendant?
plaintiff versus
Oh,
the
Tony, I love the
defendant?
background. Is that the hearse or?
The hearse is so funny.
What are we in court over?
Well, you can decide. All right, so I'll set this up. Kevin,
Okay.
Go.
you're gonna be the plaintiff and you have a beef with someone, but it's a real beef that you have with someone, but you're gonna say Stoney when you beef on them.
Oh God.
Okay.
Stoney, you don't even know what this guy has got it in for you for, but you
That's
feel as though you are being falsely accused. But you might be so mad that you counter sue him with someone who you're beefing with. And then Ray's gonna make the call. So please address the Honorable Raybo. Raybo, I present to you the plaintiff and the defendant.
Get it.
Plaintiff.
Oh, Your
Your
Honor,
witness.
I request to go second. I throw myself at the mercy
you
of
win.
Ray.
I'll go first.
You never tell the judge what to do, dickwad. Kevin, you won.
Let me just start by saying 3 years ago, Stoney stole my parents' money. He tricked them out of their house, and I've been pissed at him ever since.
Whoa.
I have financial records. I have
I know
messages
this
on
one.
phone calls. I have illegal contracts, fake signatures. I have endless evidence. I have exhibit A through triple F, like alphabet 26 letters over and over again. I have 4 different alphabets worth of exhibits to present to this court. And you'll see in the end, Stoney is the piece of shit that steals money from old people.
God, Stoney.
Stoney,
Man.
what the fuck have you been
Man.
thinking, man? All right, what do you have to
Jesus.
say for yourself, Stoney?
I'm kind of ready to lock myself up. Like, I'm guilty. As convincing as that could be, it was. And I'm like, man, I'm sorry, Kevin. I didn't know.
Yeah, very passionate about
Maybe I
this.
did.
Tony. This is a little too close to home.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You lost again. You just lost twice in a row.
Throw yourself in the mercy of the court.
I'm like the John Cochran and Gingers, bro.
Stoney as a defendant is well, first off, he said, I want to go second, which is not what the defendant does.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
At this point, he's just throwing himself at the mercy of the court.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like that. I do like it.
So
Well, he thinks they're going to show mercy on it, but in the end, the law is the law.
The law is the law.
Statutes state certain penalties for certain crimes. You got to stay within those parameters, Ray. When you sentence, you know. You sentenced men younger than him to the gas chamber.
That's right.
Didn't want to do it, but you felt like you owed it to them.
Is that Caddyshack?
Yep. Hey, just remember, some people don't belong.
God,
You know,
I got to stop at 4:30-ish.
Me
Go
too.
ahead.
I got thrown out of the Caddyshack golf course going to the gift shop because I wasn't wearing the right clothes. And I go, can't we just buy this stuff? We have it in our hands. And he's like, no, you have to come in here in better clothes. I go, so this is actually just like Caddyshack. I guess we don't belong. We fucking dropped our shit and got thrown out of there. Oh well.
Oh my
Naked lady
God.
golf tees. How many do you need anyway?
Did you buy a hat and get a free bowl of soup?
No, they threw us out.
That
But the
line
hat was there.
so
They were
funny.
told the hat. I don't know if the soup was included or not.
The best line in that movie is, "Hey, this steak still has the marks where the jockey was whipping it." Rodney Dangerfield, man. Oh my God.
So good. Yeah, I got to get out of here too.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, sounds good.
All
All right.
Good night, fellas.
That was
later,
fun.
guys.
Good to see all
See
you
you
guys.
later.
I'll keep you posted on all things Haro and Lee Reynolds.
And Lee
Yeah,
Reynolds.
please
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Please
Thank
get
you.
that
All
job
right.
with Corey Feldman.
Yeah, let me know when that interview is. Set it up. I'll take it.
All right. We'll see you guys.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
See ya. Oh, where'd he go?
Oh my heavens. Yeah, they all
They all
ran
left?
off.
Andy
Yeah,
didn't have to leave. Where'd Andy go?
I don't know. He thought everyone else was leaving. All right, so
Andy.
let's so Ray, Kevin, I just want to be really clear here. Kevin's going to go back out and be a roadie, and he's going to be a roadie for Lee Reynolds, and then he's going to go get a job with Corey Feldman, and then we
In
can do
between all that,
whatever
he's
we
going to do
want.
the Haro tour.
And the Haro tour.
Yeah,
So
that's normal, man.
That's pretty incredible.
Kevin can do it too. He can do it, no problem. He can handle it all.
What could we
You
do
know?
with Corey Feldman?
I just want to see Corey Feldman and Todd on stage. That's it.
Doing what?
You know?
Todd could open for Corey Feldman.
Yep, he could do the front wheel nonsense out there. The
Front wheel
stage
nonsense.
is
Wheel
probably
nonsense.
big enough because Todd rides in a one bay garage, spinning around like a nitwit. You know, hair completely clean and ready to go.
Perfect.
He keeps the garage door closed so the wind doesn't blow his hair. So his hair don't get blowed. I keep my garage door closed so my hair don't get blowed. Oh,
Did I tell you my mom said that?
how'd she say the word blowed? I hope she didn't say back when Pop,
No,
the,
stop. No, we were
back when we first met, we stopped at the Sonic drive-through and Pappy was feeling a little brandy, and next thing you know, Mama blowed him.
Oh God.
Yes, oh God. Why did your mother say blowed? Let's hear it.
No, she's never once watched the show. And we were
Yeah,
driving there was a garage that was just gone, destroyed. And just out of the blue, she goes, "It blowed up."
Load up.
I looked at her and I'm like, "Do you know Ray? Who's Ray?" And yeah, so somehow you got that into my mom.
If you can hear that in the wild, like I'm trying to think. I mean, I know the first time I heard it and it was pretty good, but it's like it's a great word when someone says they blowed right by or blowed this.
Blowed up.
Blowed. The one time, like the time that was the funniest was there's a guy I've known since I was a kid, and he's really into antique cars and like building like really, really fast street legal muscle cars, like just crazy cars. And so I had got a 66 GTO, and it was in mint condition, and I was driving around and I thought I was the shit. And he's like, "Hey, Ray, listen, you tell me which side of the car you want the paint blowed off, and I'll get one of my cars and race you." And like but the way the dude said, he goes, "You pick which side of the car you want the paint blowed off." And I was laughing so hard, man. Oh, so it got blowed.
Which side did you eventually go with?
Yeah,
I didn't. Racing kills. I would never race anybody in a car. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
So
one of my favorite parts of the show is when we get down to something like this, and then one of us gives sage middle-aged man advice.
I got
Racing
a lot of
kills.
Racing kills, man. I've seen a lot of car crashes.
Oh,
racing
right.
kills.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
This is a very now we're very responsible. We closed the curtain on the main show, and now we're sitting back and talking like regular people.
Yeah.
So what do you think about actually we had Bob Harrow on and we had Martin Aparicio on.
Wait, Martin was on?
Yeah.
I
He was
missed it.
ready to talk too. He immediately went back to when he stayed at Gary's house. He's like, "Oh, I had to put the bed against the door." He stayed at Gary's house for 2 days and hung out with us and rode around the mall. He remembers all that shit. He remembers all that stuff because one of my friends years ago ran into him and said, "Oh, I'm from King of Prussia. I'm friends with Gary and Ray." And Martin, for a half hour, told the whole story when he came to Pennsylvania and was doing a show at Charlie's bike shop. And so Martin would be great to have on the show and talk, but Joe fucked it up.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. What?
It's unfucked up now.
No, it's he bailed quick, dude. He saw you and was like, "Oh wait, there's
no,
Joe."
he doesn't even know me.
Yeah,
he doesn't know me.
He doesn't know you.
He doesn't usually do interviews. He almost never does interviews.
No, he doesn't. I know why he doesn't do interviews.
Why?
Because he don't want people to dive deep into what he's been up to. I don't think, because I don't think he's been up to much. So I think he wants to stay private.
He did one for me in Huntington Beach, and he was really cool about it. Like I was kind of getting the vibe. I don't know if he really wants to do this, but he's doing it anyway, just because he's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was totally cool about it. Couldn't have been any nicer about it.
I'll tell you this: when we were kids and would go to contests, hands down, Martin was the nicest pro. And like I've never saw anybody upset with anything he did or anybody. Like he just hung out with everybody, talked to everybody. All the pros were super cool. But Martin was just always smiling, always talking, and just being nice to all the kids, man. He was the shit. He's really cool.
That's how Nitschke is, Bill Nitschke. Like every single day you interact with him, he's having his best day ever.
Yeah, Nitschke's like a dog when you just come home and the dog just sees you for the first time, just not tail wagging, going in circles, happy as hell. That's Nitschke all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe, Ephraim talks to me about what he calls pro rider responsibility, that there's some real responsibilities that you have to live up to, because there are, well, in Ephraim's case, he manages the skate park, the South Sea skate park, and so there's a lot of kids around there. But maybe, I don't know, Stoney, when you go to these ABF, so you should go to Huff Jam. And I think maybe we could have you assess whether the pro riders are pro ridery, like adequately pro ridery to bring crowds out.
No
Because
sandbaggers.
yeah, well, what? Yeah, no sandbaggers and no types of snooty people that would give other people panic attacks.
No snooty people. Only people that
snooty
punch
people.
up, not down.
Punch up, yeah. Ray, what was it? What other pros were comparable to Martin in that respect?
Well, Martin was just the happiest, like always just smiling. Always smiling. Like, like RL was very mellow, but would talk to you. And like you could tell them, like, when you would be like away from the contest and you'd be like back at the hotel, that's where you could really tell if like the dude was like, and even riders that weren't pros, like there were some riders that weren't pros that were jerks, but then other guys that were super cool, so it's like, just because you were labeled a pro didn't mean like, like you still, like there are other people that were, like there was like Diz Hicks and Seppi Mays, like they were always, like Diz was always great with fans and Seppi was always great with fans. But then you get dudes like, guys that were quiet, like Gary was really quiet and Mike Dominguez was really quiet. And then so people would think like, oh, those guys are like, when I first met Gary, I thought Gary's the biggest dick in the world because I went to his house. He didn't say a word. He just was riding. He told me to move over because I was in the way. And I was like, this dude's an asshole. I hated Gary when I first met him. I thought he was the biggest dick in the world, but he was just shy. He was just quiet, So, yeah.
So maybe we also need to have tutorials for the shy guys to make sure that they don't come off as dicks. Because that'll ruin everything.
If you meet Mike Dominguez for the first time, like if you're out to dinner, there's five, say you're out to dinner and it's me, Warren, Mike Dominguez, Brian Blyther, and Xavier. And you sit down and Stoney sits down and starts talking to us and you start asking Dominguez questions and you start asking Warren questions, you're going to get a lot more out of Warren than Dominguez. And you're going to think, well, Dominguez is what a dick because he's just mumbling. He's not, but that's just the way he is. Like he doesn't have much to say. So that might come off as, Mike Dominguez is a dick, but he's really a super, super nice guy. He just he's just not as talkative and outgoing, socially as a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Did you ever go through a phase where you were not talking a lot?
I don't know about a phase. I mean, there's certain times where, you get me late at night. Remember when I yelled at you when we were at Buckeye and I started giving you shit because I was so tired? Don't you remember that? I forget what I did, but I'm like, I'm sorry, Joe. I got to go to bed. Like if I get really tired and then I'm like, then, I'm not the like jokester, you know what I mean?
Okay. So it's not like you went months and you were just.
No, I mean, I think I've had the same personality since I've been a kid, like when I was a kid in school, I was a terror in class because all I wanted to do was do anything but what the teacher was talking about. You know, I just wanted to like, I don't know. I always just felt like if I was in a group of people, like I just like to call out what's going on. You know, like if somebody's doing something or somebody did something, I feel like
You
if I know,
just say what you see. That's what's
yeah,
so
if I
funny.
see something's funny, I want everyone else to see it. Like I'll see something, be like, wait, no one else sees that?
Like, look, that's
Yeah.
funny. That's
Look at
funny.
that.
That's all you're
Yeah.
doing. How funny is this that Ray is just the only honest person who is observing things that are funny and then tries to get everyone else to see it. It's
Well,
like he's looking at ghosts.
That's funny on its own. Like if you
yes, I
like
know.
if you go somewhere, like say you went somewhere,
that's the whole
say you went
formula.
somewhere, say you were going to some like say you were going to like, say you had jury duty and you're in a room with 40 people that you've never met. You don't know one person's name and you sit down, like, well, thank you very much, blah, blah. And the man or woman that's giving you the orientation, say something about them is funny. Say they have a weird haircut or say their glasses are weird or something. There's nothing wrong with as soon as you get there, say something about it and bust their balls because and then you'll find out, is that person going to be pissed or is that person going to laugh about it? Because then that way you know how the rest of the day is going to go. If you call somebody out on something silly and they are cold and they're like, okay, let's move on to the next thing, that's not even funny, then you're like, all right, I could just sit here and not do anything today. But if that person laughs and makes fun of himself about it, then you know the rest of the day you can fuck with everybody and you're good.
All right, so Stoney, Ray is Batman, and he just described his use of social sonar. Ray walks into a situation that he can't read, and he pings, and he waits to see who's vibing elsewhere in the room. I think we got it. Ray's Batman.
Batman.
I had a client in town this week. Very rare that I have clients in town, but this client is in the headquarters of a White Castle's global headquarters is here in town, and they have floor space that they rent out or lease out to other tech companies. And so this tech company had their customers come into town and they wanted me to come up and do like 90 minutes and then take questions for a half hour. And they sent me a bunch of requests for topics to cover. And the one they put at the top of it was, please bring the bike.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you Send Me an Angel soundtrack?
I did.
Do it like Send Me an Angel.
That video that Mark did a remix of David Bowie's Changes, and I made an edit of some clips that started with Disabled Dan doing the backflip off of Carl's, like he laid his bike down and Dan went off the wheel in backflipped into the ditch. So it started off with that. And then I had clips of Dave and Todd and then me doing my front and rear wheel nonsense. So it was like a minute 43. It was a minute and 43 seconds, that clip. That was the clip that I used at that other tech conference when they had me open it.
Bring the bike.
Yeah. And so I did that and I was like, there was one guy in the crowd or there was one guy in the room who I had written a case study about, and he knew that I did the bike thing, and he's the one who stuffed that into the list. No one else was aware of it. They're just like, why is there a guy about to talk to us about technology for 90 minutes and we're opening by talking about bikes?
How was it received?
They loved it. They thought it was fantastic. And then the guy in the back was raising his hand and asking silly questions. So it broke the ice. And then I had to make some South Park jokes and a couple other jokes here or there, but I got them going.
Got him going.
It's rough, man. Like, go stand in front of.
I could never do that. I could never. What's TJ Lavin's favorite line about me? Famous line? If you want to shut Ray up, put a microphone.
Up is put a
yeah. No, he goes, who would have thought the only way to shut Ray up is putting a microphone in his hand? That is like the funniest thing ever. Oh.
I was watching that clip of when Mike Saris was trying to get you to do Pastrana Land. And he goes, come on, Ray, you'll be legendary. And you just without skipping a beat go, I am legendary.
And TJ was cracking up.
And I think
really good.
Say it.
I was gonna say I really like the one with when that Montana Ricky guy, when I'm yelling at him, like, because I was like,
Joe,
sort of
Joe, tell this guy.
Serious, and I keep going, like I'm going, Joe, tell him.
Tell him I came in nice.
Snarling.
My voice is all hot. And if you listen to that clip, I had a really
yeah.
That's what you saw.
I had a really bad cold in that. Like my whole nose was like stuffed up like crazy. But when I'm like, but I loved it when I just kept going, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that is my favorite part. And then I'm like, oh, what, Joe, tell him my helmet is in the BMX Hall of Fame. Don't fucking say my name.
My helmet's in the BMX Hall of Fame.
You beat Gary Pollock.
And then when he goes, I beat Gary Pollock, and it cuts because it's like it was the version of the file that had just one camera, and you see Stoney go like this.
Yeah.
And he whips his head around.
I couldn't get the laughing out hard. I thought I was going to have a stroke live on camera. Like I was really worried about that.
It was so funny. And then you made that version that like puts little sparkles and stuff in it and makes the colors pop that the kids use. Oh my god. I'll tell you, can you imagine being Montana Ricky and having the opportunity to ask you questions? Because like Ricky loves to talk, and he was so stoked. Like we rehearsed the whole thing with like how he was gonna quit, do the Dana White thing. Oh, wait a second, that was afterwards. I'm getting my things mixed up. Anyway, Ricky was super stoked to just be able to talk to you about rap battling DMC. And he's like, he's such a midget, it ain't hard to beat a guy that's that much smaller than you. And I was like, wait a second. If you're rapping, size doesn't matter. Like, it's equally hard to rap battle a guy who's shorter than you.
Yeah, he was all over the place. He's like, he's like, you know, they're characters. There's me and Steve Crandall. Like Steve Crandall's not a character.
He puts himself at the beginning of the list. And there's characters like me.
But like Steve Crandall's not a character. Steve Crandall is like a rider who had a big, huge, great company and is a killer like announcer. Like for sure. Like he's like.
Well, did you watch Crandall's props stuff?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know he's like a silly dude. I know Steve Crandall pretty good. Like I know Steve Crandall, and if anything, Steve Crandall should have been going, don't put my name with Large Ray. I'm not
fucking Large Ray.
You know what's funny? When I met Crandall, I didn't even know who he was. I was in Las Vegas at Interbike, and I was just walking around. We were there with like a whole bunch of people. We were there for the Nora Cup, John, in like 2002, I guess, 2002 or 3. And so we were at Interbike. We're just like walking around, and like Interbike for me is pretty boring because I'm not into any of the whatever like shit. And so I'm like walking around, and this dude is just from like real far away, and he's just looking at me, and he's like waving like this, like I mean like far away, like 30 booths away. He's going like this, and I keep walking. I'm like, who's he waving to? I'm like, I think that dude's walking to me, and he's like, yo, Large Ray, and I go up, and I'm like, oh hey, what's up? And I just start like talking to him. And within like 3 minutes, we were talking to each other as if we were best friends since like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And we were just like ripping on people and all this shit. And I wound up buying when he was packing up his booth, I bought an Angel of Death frame off him. And just so he wouldn't have to carry it home. And I was like, but it was just funny, like meeting him was awesome because, and then I'd see him a bunch after that, but I'd never met him in my life, and then saw him there. But yeah, Montana Ricky, characters like myself and Steve Crandall and Ice Money.
Dude, he dropped Ice Money.
Because like Ice Money is in a league of his own of complete nitwits. Like, I don't know how well you guys know his work, but
I don't. You told me the story about him.
He would show up at a contest in a limousine. Yeah. He would show up in a limousine and enter pro, and he'd go out and touch on every trick and then put the bike in his mouth and walk around with the bike in his mouth like Peterson. And like people were like laughing at him. And then he entered pro vert and tried to do a backwards like drop in and just crashed his brains out. And that was his only trick.
Drop in.
Yeah. Like sitting on the bars and riding off into the thing or something like that. And people were just like, what are you doing? I think at one point they wouldn't let him enter because they didn't want him to get hurt. But I think he's like compromised. I think he's like his head's like
actually.
I think he's retarded, like is what I'm getting at. I think he's like partially retarded. And
oh my gosh.
They'd let him, and he just, I mean, like, you can't hold a conversation with him. He's just weird. He's just a weird dude. And then like we'd see him in Philly, sometimes, and he's just a weird guy.
That is weird because now he's what?
He's a professional DJ. Believe it or not. He's a DJ, wears a drywall respirator and hits a button and just goes like, people love him.
I wonder if he translated that.
He's Ice Money. Yeah,
he is Ice Money.
He's Ice Money in the DJ world. Someone look him up. See if you can find him. He'd come on FactOrFreestyle. You want to see some shit? It'd be your best show.
FactOrFreestyle.
Yeah. Go Google web them, see if you can find them. Between the two of you nitwits, you can find them, I'm sure. Stony, that's your new job. Your job is to now find Ice Money and get him on the show.
Dennis McCoy, Large Ray, Ice Money behind the scenes.
That's that's at Wayne, New Jersey. That's me making fun of Dennis McCoy. You probably like that. I tell people that Dennis, this is what a dick I was. So I'm at this contest and Dennis is there and there's kids there like, hey, Dennis McCoy. And Dennis is like the #1 pro, and I'm telling kids that Dennis got his hair cut in wood shop at high school. Like I'm just like making fun of Dennis McCoy. You know what I mean? Just like picking on him. Oh.
Wow. Hey, what does Amy think of you doing all these podcasts?
I've showed her I've showed her clips of stuff. I think I've showed her clips of probably the first time was when I lied about the Post Malone thing, and you were laughing. I think I showed her
so
that,
funny.
and then I think I may have just showed her the Ice Money. What are you talking about one? But she doesn't think like I don't know like I don't know. She doesn't like her thing with with anything to do with like any BMX stuff or kind of anything I do. It's just kind of like, oh, that's just like every guy has their thing, you know, like
Right.
like if I had a Harley and I just went out on the weekends and rode on my Harley, this is like it. This is like, oh, he sits and talks to his friends about nothing. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing on here that she would ever look at and be like, what are they talking about? Like and all the stories I've told you, she's probably heard from me talking to other people, like just, you know, amongst ourselves at places. So she finds me very in my story world, she's done with it. Like I told you the famous one where I told you no,
it's
for real.
just so funny to think. Like,
well,
it's like at
years
some
ago,
point Tom Cruise is married to someone, and she's like, with the motorcycle off the cliff again. I'm just so done with this. Okay, so go on.
I think I told you this. I'm not sure, but years ago, Amy and I went out to dinner with this other couple, a girl that she worked with, and the guy, her husband Eddie, was like he's like a road racer, but he's like down with like BMX or whatever. Like he's just a dude that knows what's going on. So anything I was talking about, like he got it. And like I was telling him some like Laird Hamilton stuff, like when I met Laird Hamilton and all. And but so we were eating dinner, and I was just like, there's some nights where like everything you say is just funny, like every situation's funny. And like after like a half hour, this guy's wife was just like, how are you married to Ray and just not pee your pants? Like she's like, I would not be able to take it because it's just, I can't, like, she's like, my cheeks hurt because I'm laughing so hard. And she's just like eating her dinner going, she's like, believe me, after about like the third week of this, she's like,
you know,
it's nothing.
I have an idea.
And it's true. It's true. I only have 12 stories and she's heard them all. So when new people show up and you tell them, then it's funny, but she doesn't laugh at the chubby checker joke anymore, or the chubby checker story anymore, because she's heard that one 30 times. But you get somebody who's never heard the chubby checker story, they'll laugh their ass off, you know?
I'm so glad that it made the video. Hey, this is the first time that we're talking since the video.
What video?
Did you Stoney's music video?
Oh God, she watched that. Stoney, oh my God, that video. How long did that take you to do?
It was a couple weeks. It was like
whatever it was worth it. Dude, all the stuff,
so good.
The stuff that had where what's his face he's angry and still backflips. That was great.
Oh, Jose Yanez.
Yeah, but I mean, like everything in it was awesome. Like everything in it I understood, and it was funny. It was, and the song, that song is dude, because like they just came back out with that song, like someone redid it, and then Stoney's version was actually funnier. Oh, but yeah, that.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah. Halfway through it, I was like, how much time did this take? Like, it was just crazy. And and I never use this word to describe anybody ever, but it was so goddamn creative. It was awesome. You know what I mean? It was so creative. I was like, God, how does he do this? Like, I could never do that in a million years. It's so
You
funny.
totally could. The thing is, it's intimidating if you look at the entire process.
Well, no, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't have the drive to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I might have the silliness to do it, but I would never spend that much time on anything other than sleeping.
Well, I get the ideas, and then I have to see, like, I need to take it out of my head and see how it looks on the screen.
Describe that to him. I have to go because I got to pick up Banshee.
I have to go too.
Oh,
Actually,
you one car fucker. Well, then look, next time we'll start the show we'll break down his video because the video is timeless. You know what I mean?
It's so good.
Joe has
Seriously,
to leave because he only has one car, just to let you know.
I absolutely because I have one.
We're
car.
gonna get a GoFundMe and get Joe a car. This is bullshit. I hate this one. This one car thing, Joe, burns me up. I hate it.
I know. I
fucking hate
know.
it so much. And it's
Stoney,
good, and it's none of my business, but I hate it.
Stony, it was weeks that we kept sending back and forth the little favorite parts of that video. It's been, this is only the 4th show that we've done this year, and so that's why it took us so long to remember to talk about it. But oh my god, it was just so good.
Well,
he didn't miss anybody. You know what I mean? He didn't miss anybody.
No, I missed a lot of stuff. It was hard to decide what I have to leave out because there was just so much good stuff. Like every time I talk to Kim and
you guys keep going. Love
Okay.
peace and chicken grease.
Peace out.
Oh, wait a second. I have to make Ray, you're in charge.
Or Ray, do you want to catch up? Do you want to do this on the next show, Ray?
We can do it on the next show, yeah.
All right.
We'll do it on the next show. Joe, go get another car. Stoney, I love you. I'll see you. Joe, I love you. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Peace.
Take care, y'all.
Joe split.